Oh god. Hello everyone, and I can't believe these words are leaving my mouth. Welcome to a new Bubsy game. Bubsy, the Woolies Strike Back. I mean, what is this, the perfect Halloween game? It could be either a trick or a treat. It could be as awful as we all assume it will be, or delightfully amazing. Or none of that. Ah, well, let's go. Let's let's get straight into Bubsy. Oh boy. Well, I guess I should say the famous phrase before we get right into this. And you may hate me for this, but I don't care. Guys, what could possibly go wrong? Lots, actually. There's a tutorial level. Actually, the map looks pretty cool, I'll give it that. Reservoir Cats. Is it tutorial? I should probably do the tutorial. Cabin in the Woods. You can't be serious. Sushi airdrop. Sweet. Alright, well, fine. Let's do tutorial. Why not? Let's start with that. So this, I believe, is developed by the same team who made the Gianna Sisters games, which are good games. So there's, like, every potential for this will be a good game. On the flip side, it's also a Bubsy game, so you never know. I'm assuming that's a checkpoint. Oh, look at... Oh, wow, that is some pounds. Okay. You can glide. It feels infinitely better than Bubsy 3D. Shirt gives you a shield, more shirts give you extra lives. Okay, so they've just given me loads of lives. You have no faith in me or the game. One of the two. Let's find out which it will be. You can jump through coloured platforms. Yep, fair enough. So this is interesting because I can't lie. It feels really good to play, and I want to be sick. No, I don't. I'm joking. Okay, so you could, that sort of acts as a double jump as well, and okay, so that's just a super leap, and if you jump, you can also do that. Can you double jump normally? No. So the glide acts as a sort of double jump and a glide, which is good to know now, because I'm sure they'll utilise that for secrets or end game when the game's gonna get super brutal or something. So, I mean, yeah, as a tutorial, this has served its purpose pretty well, I think. It's done exactly what it set out to do. It showed me all the mechanics of the game. Bubsy can climb walls like these, cool. It's taught me all the mechanics of the game. It feels good to play. I'm genuinely surprised by this, but it does. Like, part of me's actually excited. Oh, whoops. Wait, I did something wrong there. What did that say? Oh, you want me to jump and hold it? Right, sorry. I thought it was going to be like the leap, because the leap. Oh, pouncing breaks things. It's also a viable speedrunning tool, but yes, okay, that's what that's for. For breaking all of the thing. Good to know. And, okay, so can I do a butt stomp? No. But I can certainly smash them with this. It can also sort of miss them a lot of the time, but hey, we'll live with it. It's alright, you don't need to kill all of them. That's just cruel, is what that is. So I'm seeing there's 400 of these yarn balls to collect. Does, like, the different colours equal a different thing, or is it... I don't know. I must say, hitting them is surprisingly difficult, because it just sort of leaps over them. Can I jump on them? Yeah, I can just jump on them. Okay, jumping on them is easier. Yeah, let's do that. That is infinitely easier than the pounce. Nice. Okay, so I can see that, yes, this game will have a degree of difficulty to it, which is good. That's good. I mean, I died in the tutorial. Sweet. I'm just like Dean Takahashi. Oh no. Dying in the tutorial. At least I haven't got stuck. How do you jump? How do you jump, guys? I don't know how to jump. That's my next biggest problem. How do you jump in a game? Let's constantly mock him, shall we? It's funny commentary, for sure. They can be distracted by flowers. I see. I see. That is bizarre, but okay. Cool, good to know. They did say, I did see that there was going to be a level to do with bees, so I'm assuming that's where the whole bee thing's going to come into play. I am actually kind of intrigued to see, like, just how difficult this game gets, because they've got a golden opportunity to do whatever they want at this point. They've got free reign to bring the series back to its roots. And I wonder at what point the game actually started production. Because, like, I mean, there's obviously the resurgence of all the platformers that have been coming back, so that could have been something to do with it. But at the same time, there was also that meme about Bubsy being in Sonic Forces. So that was, like, I was wondering at the time, did that kickstart it? Like, was that the reason? Because it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, there you go. That's the thing. We got all of the yarn balls. We died once. We probably had a horrible time. And by horrible time, I mean, like, we did that. I missed 2 lives, apparently. Alright, cool, we did it. There you go. That's the tutorial level. That wasn't bad to play. Level not beaten without dying. Oh, okay, that's cool. So you've got the Woolly Vault unlocked by getting all this. So there's a section in each level where there's a Woolly Vault. You've got to do it without dying, and there's 8 out of 8. And I'm assuming there's also going to be some sort of time trial eventually, considering there's a constant. Well, since he's just quoted the Bubsy 3D famous line that generations will recall for, well, generations, I did a Bubsy 3D versus with my friend Dino, and I 1,000,000% recommend checking that out because it is very, very funny. It's just a really good versus all around. I think we were, like, absolutely on top of our game. And that's really what you want for a commentary series, but especially a race series, but man, it was funny. I highly recommend checking it out if that's your thing. If you want to see more Bubsy, which I'm sure you do, because you're watching this, and obviously, you know, goes without saying, I'm sure, but you know, if you're enjoying the video, leave a like, subscribe, share the video around, show other people that this game is actually not awful yet. The first level, the first screen of Bubsy 3D was awful, so I mean, this is already a massive step up when you think about it in that respect. You just gotta look at the positives, and the positives are, so far, this game's actually not that bad. It's pretty fun. It pleases me to no end. Like, I was worried that I was going to be ridiculously bored and or angry a lot of the time, and I guess to an extent that might have been a good thing, because it would have been entertaining, but at the same time, I'd rather enjoy playing this, I think I would at least. So, yeah, there is that. Oh, well, I know what you want me to do. It didn't happen, but I know what you want me to do. It's good that it saves the stuff I've already got, though. That's nice. You know what? Is this the way I'm actually supposed to go? No, it isn't. Okay, I just wanted to double check and make sure. Hang on, game. You actually want me to go that way? No, you don't. It's all good. We're still learning. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Oh, there's something up there, though. What? How do you do this? How do, game? You make a fine question. How do? How would one do? Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll come back another time. This may not be 100% as a playthrough, but yeah, it's certainly gonna be a playthrough, but it's titled walkthrough. Like, that's the thing. Like, I've had like flack for saying like you called it a walkthrough, but it's not a walkthrough. You haven't got absolutely everything. Like, what is like the I know like the definition for YouTube per se is like, oh, it must be absolutely everything. Like, I've always considered the term walkthrough, regardless of whether I was doing it or not, would be walking you through an experience. So this is my first experience of the game. I'm walking you through that. But I mean, I don't know. That's up for debate, I guess. But that is how I've always interpreted it, and you're willing to throw it back in my face, I'm sure. But it's like, I don't know. It's just a thing. Like, I've had enough complaints in the past. I'm still calling it a walkthrough. You can't change that. That's how this goes. Okay, that's a dead end. Good to know. Look at the hazards. The game actually looks pretty nice. Like, aesthetically, it is a pretty nice game. It's not like the best game I've ever seen by any means, but like, it is actually very pleasant to look at. And that is in itself impressive. So, you know, I've gotta give the game credit. Bubsy hasn't talked every 5 seconds yet as well. I mean, he's talking a lot, sure, but like, it's not every 5 seconds. And again, it's something to praise the game. They are knowing what their boundaries are to an extent, which is different from before. So that's always nice. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of lives in this game. Not that that's a not that that's a bad thing. Whoops. Well, guess Oh, interesting. So the lives aren't lives straight away. They're shields, but if you have a shield already, then it becomes a life. That's interesting and good to know. I hadn't noticed that, but that is good. Whoopsies.
How am I gliding? I have no idea.
But yeah, I wonder what actually was like the whole reason for bringing Bubsy back, because it's just so weird. Like, am I the only one who thinks it's weird? But they were just like, yeah, of all the characters, Bubsy, not Tumby, or Tumba if you're in the US, not that absolute gold mine. Because that is an absolutely phenomenal game. Nope, not Croc, no, not Rayman, we're Bubsy. Bubsy, that's the one. We are gonna back Bubsy to the hilt. It is going to be the one we revive, and everyone will love, and I have missed many keys. Oh, well, Bubs is dead, but Bubs, my baby! My baby! There you go, that's more like it. Yay, I lost! There you go. We'll do one more level for this video, I think. But, yeah, there you go, that was that. I missed lots of things. First, is that, like, a password, or does it actually mean anything? I don't know. Alright, cabin in the... Oh, it doesn't even say words, it says walls. Dyslexia tricked me the first time. This time I fully caught on to the pun. Reservoir Cats, I see the pun with that one as well. God damn it. Alright, Bubsy. Gliding allows you to control where you land. Yes, it does. I wonder if they are going to go for 3D next time. Like Bubsy 3D 2, the 3D-ning. Because, you know, that's what they obviously need.
Wait. Oh, yes, I am.
You can... Yeah, I was going to say you can make it back up. There's got to be something. I quite like the music as well, actually. It's quite catchy. I'm looking forward to seeing what the game actually does with you know, bosses and all that jazz, because at the moment it really has nothing to lose. No one was expecting it, we're all expecting it to be bad. This game has a lot to gain, more than anything, and yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah, this game has a lot to gain, and I think it will, you know, because again, like, this is a fairly solid platformer so far, as much as it pains me to say that Bubsy is good. Like, and by the way, that is a joke, because I live for playing games. It makes me ridiculously happy, and I like to think that I'm quite an optimistic person, but if you've been on my channel long enough, you'll be like, oh yeah, like, I'll be like, yes, game, good, fun times. And wow, you climb fast. So, like, I want it to be good, but it's just weird saying that a Bubsy game is here and it's good and it's competent and doesn't make me want to die inside. You know, it's just weird. You know? But I mean, hey, I'm liking what I'm playing so far. I'm looking forward to seeing where this game goes. I have no idea how big it is. I have no idea what their like goal is here, apart from obviously 2D platformer that's hopefully fun. Like what exactly is their like? Hey, we're setting out to make this, and we want it to have 90 worlds, and we want it to have 1,000 levels. I was like, okay, that's a stretch. Because I over-exaggerated an amount. Really, just don't do that. If you've got 90 worlds, that's impressive, but how have you found the time and energy and creativity to make that much? If someone comes up with a game that's actually that long and is competent throughout, you have done a massive service that most will fall and crumble at the prospect of, because that is not something you do. But enough of rambling about a potential thing that would literally never happen. How about we ramble more about this game that is right here in front of our eyes? I've never actually played the 2D Bubsy games before, so like I've seen them played, but I've never actually played them myself. So I didn't really know. Like, I knew they were going probably for that sort of idea, but I didn't know to what extent, obviously, and how faithful it would be. If it was going for a faithful approach, of course, because it might not be.
Wait. Oh, yes, I am.
Sorry, I was just trying to concentrate there. But yeah, no, I still can't believe this is a thing. I love that it was released on Halloween. I love that they they sort of capitalized on the meme, because they, in their latest trailer, they actually had like someone dressed up in a Sonic costume. It's just like, you know what? Yes, you're doing what the Sonic Twitter is doing, and I respect the Sonic Twitter a lot for making fun. Like, it knows what Bubsy 3D is. It knows it's bad. It knows. It just knows. Like, you can't look at Bubsy 3D and be like, oh yeah, that's a masterpiece. Like, no one has ever said that. No one has ever said it's a work of art. I may have just done, but like, I said Bubsy 3D and work of art in the same sentence. But I mean, like no one thinks that game is good. Maybe like the odd person who grew up with it and it was their first ever game. Like, they have an extreme nostalgic value towards it, which is fair enough. Like, I think everyone has that kind of game. That I would excuse. With the exception of that, no. I don't think anyone does. But hey, what do I know? I could be wrong. I have no idea if I actually need to collect all of these to, like, win. Or if I need to collect any, for that matter. The game hasn't, like, suggested that I do, I don't think. So, I'm just collecting them in the hope it leads to something good. But if I do need to collect something, then so be it. And if not, then I won't, I guess. I don't know. Whoops. Whoopsie days. Yes, give me that sweet, sweet shirt. Gonna wear it at Comic-Con. Gonna be my ultimate cosplay. The Bubsy shirt. I wonder if anyone has actually cosplayed as Bubsy in the past. I'm sure someone must have. In the whole of human history, someone must have cosplayed as Bubsy. And I don't mean like for a promotional event, I mean like legitimately. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go as Bubsy. Oh, there's a thing there. I kinda want that. Yeah, there we go. I am mildly determined to get everything in this level, because I've started, and I'm gonna finish. Oh, hello B, I didn't see that. I didn't see you until you, like, sort of hurled towards me. It was a good time, because you didn't actually get me, and it felt good. There's probably actually quite a few secrets in this game. Like, looking at this. Really? Imagine if this Woolie killed me. Wouldn't it be funny? Yeah, sure would. I sure would be sad, is what would happen. How long do these levels go on? Like, it's not a bad thing that they're this long, but they are long. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think, like, Donkey Kong Country levels can be quite long, and they actually work as a lengthy level. But there is a thing of knowing your boundaries. Like, when is a level getting too long and repetitive? That's why Mario levels work so well. They're not that long. They are very short. Oh, sweet! I got everything. They are very short. They work. They serve the purpose of being a short level you go through and then you win, and it's fun. Whereas this game, some of the levels are a little bit lengthy straight away, and we'll see how that goes. Cool, still missed things, but BUBSY's the next code. So if you want to get to the final level, you can use my code. Oh, sweet! I did everything. Nailed it. That feels pretty good. You can't be serious. Oh, but I can. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the first video of this series. I can't believe it's a thing, but you know what? It's gonna be a fun, wild ride, I'm sure. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, share the video around. Maybe support me with the Patreon. Follow me on Twitch, I stream, and all that jazz. But I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.